Mm-hmm.
Right, this can. There we go.
Beautiful. There she blows. Indeed.
Mm-hmm. There she blows. Alright, so yesterday I did the shirts. So today I'm going to do the pants.
Pants. Yeah. It's everyone's favorite thing. The pants.
Usually I do black. So I'm going to try the black Templar again.
Mm-hmm.
Is this one still fresh? Yeah, okay. Brett S. Hey, hey, hey. I like to do most of the pants black, so I'm going to start out. I'm going to give probably 3 of them some black Templar. Do 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 do. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da. There we go. Contrast paints are really interesting, but they're over a year old now, and every single painter on the internet tried them, and I feel like I don't hear much about them anymore.
Like, you think people aren't using them?
I don't
At least
think
anymore,
so.
or the hype is over?
I think the hype is a little over. I think, some of them are very good. Most of them are whatever.
Interesting.
Mini craft, why stream now? I just got ready for bed. That sucks.
Well, looks like you're not going to bed yet.
I mean, sleep is for the weak.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're weak. I was a naughty boy today, and I accidentally dropped one of my orcs.
Ah.
And he fell off his base. So now I'm putting it back on.
Get a little more light. A little more light action. I need some of those super thin lights.
Minicraft. Well, I'ma go. Bye.
Good night, Minicraft.
Ryan Sargent says hello.
Hi.
Bredus, contrast paints are just another tool for the toolbox.
Yeah. I have a couple. I use them every now and again.
Mm-hmm. I'm a tool for a toolbox.
They're just a nice thick wash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have the black one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have a brown one. Isn't there 2 brown ones?
Yeah,
I have one of the brown ones.
Do you have
And
the
they're
brown
fine.
one or the brown one?
I have the brown one. It's made out of brownies.
Ah.
So it's full of mold.
This guy's going to get some black pants.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of them are actually going to get a different color boot. They're going to get a different color boot
Ooh.
job. Nope,
Orange.
Probably brown. If I had to guess what I was going to paint, I would say some of them are going to be brown.
But you often lie to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're an unreliable
narrator.
Gyrator.
Ah.
Gyrator?
Gyrocopter?
Something else. Minicraft. What minis are you painting?
These are some ORK NOBZ from the Games Workshop Orks, spelt with a K. And there's actually a video of me putting these guys together where I talk all about how to properly put together some plastic models.
Imagine that.
Mm-hmm. I'm shilling my own product.
I mean, you're allowed to do that, just not on Facebook, right?
Yeah. There we go. All right. So, wait. Why do I only see? Oh, here's an orc. He was off to the side, and I didn't notice him.
A Heidi orc.
Minicraft. Well, got a screen recording on so I can record this. You know, not gonna miss it. We actually save all these, so you don't need to record anything.
There's a playlist. If you go to our channel, there's a playlist called All Streams.
Yes.
And you can watch it right after it's done.
Yeah, they're a little bit hidden because we don't want them to crowd out our real content.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you go over to playlists, there they are. Every single one we've ever done. Except their Patreon ones. Those you have to get Patreon.
Those are hidden.
Yeah. From the world.
Mm-hmm. It's of all the crazy stuff that we say.
From the authorities.
Mm-hmm.
From our enemies. From our allies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really important that no one sees those but the patrons.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Right, Brett S? Right, Ryan Sargent? Did you get a chance to watch that video
I sent last night?
Oh my god, yeah. At some point,
you
should take a look at that.
Yeah.
So I would love to know what you think.
We got a little contrast paint on the old Dick Tabard.
I mean, it happens to the best of us. Dr. Drokel. Jay, are these your Mad Max themed orcs? If so, I thought of a neat idea.
These are my Mad Max orcs. What's your idea?
Predas, can't let the peasants hear all the talk about boobies.
Yeah. We'd be ruined.
Mm-hmm. Everybody would freak out about it. They would tell their moms what we were saying. Be ruined. Really getting in there.
Yeah, I couldn't find my contrast. All right, one of these is gonna get a coat of Agro's Dunes because I need to learn. I need to learn to use my paints. Minicraft, do you have a video on your tackle box? Just got one, so I want some ideas. I absolutely have a video on what is in my hobby toolbox. You can find it on our channel.
Pretty sure it's called Hobby Toolbox.
Yeah.
Or Hobby Toolbox tier list, something like that.
Yeah, hobby tackle box tier list, PewDiePie, unboxing,
Swaglord.
yeah, live react.
All of the above.
Yeah,
that's a
every
good
single
one.
YouTube buzzword. There you go. That's not bad. I'll probably throw on another coat of something to knock it down a little.
Gonna have to squeeze that one out. Minicraft. Okay, well, going now. Actually, now. Bye.
Yep. All right. Whatever else. Oh, hello. TS City Prince. Remember, folks, show your support and hit that thumbs up or down. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe to get all the latest videos and live stream notifications. Salman Hashmi. I went orcs too. Wog! What's up, EOB? Brian Hoffman.
Yeah.
Not much. What's up with you?
Zerg619. Hello, Eons. And Nick. Perfect.
Now I need some Lamy and medium. Is it? Brian Hoffman, nothing much. Super stoked with the new White Dwarf. Is White Dwarf good? I have never ever had a copy of White Dwarf.
Yeah, just we remember the little books.
Yeah, but those were something different. Those were Warhammer Visions.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a catalog of really nice pictures.
It did have some painting guides
Yeah.
too. Are they sent in the mail? Like, is it like an actual magazine still?
I think so.
Or do they just send you an email? 'Cause that's what they should do.
That is what they should do. It's just an email that links you to the Warhammer community.
No, it's nice owning stuff like
Yeah.
that, and you can look through the pretty pictures.
And sometimes they have rules, which is really convenient for everyone who doesn't have a subscription to White Dwarf.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you can buy them from your Games Workshop. Yeah, sure you can.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make the rules free online. Make people have to hunt them down.
Exactly.
TK's 3D Prints. I preferred the Dragon magazine, and the other one was Dungeons. So there was Dragon magazine, and then there was Dungeon magazine. Did you need to get both of them to play Dungeons and Dragons? Like one of them
Yes.
only had Dungeons, and the other one only had Dragons. Minicraft, I'm back!
Yeah, someone ain't going to sleep.
Zerg619. Question. Is there a basic line of paints which can use as a start line to model painting, or is it necessary to buy them all? Like, is there a basic line of paints, like a starter set? I think every single paint company has a starter set.
Or do you mean like just like specific colors that you might need?
Boy, if all of your paints disappeared today, what would you need to get back on the painting horse?
Well, the same ones.
All the same ones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you need. I think you need a nice brown, a black, and a white.
Also depends on what you're painting.
It also depends on what you're painting.
I mean, that's mostly what it is.
Mm-hmm. I think Army Painter probably has the best value paints because they're cheap and they work.
Mm-hmm.
I like Vallejo. They have probably the most extensive line of paints.
Mm-hmm.
They have every color under the sun and many different variations of each. Games Workshop has the most expensive and not necessarily the best quality paints.
Mm-hmm.
And P3 is great. Brian Hoffman. I used to read an issue every now and then back when I used to play Jessic back Jesus back probably 10 or more years ago. But I'm just excited about the Index Astartes or the Exorcist chapter. Brian Hoffman. I got the Reaper Paint set, and it's definitely a good start. JPC. I found an old issue from '69. Yeah. Dr. Joe. Jay, did you see my Mad Max Orc idea? No, where is it? Is it posted on Discord?
Sure, I have no idea.
Ryan Sargent, I have most issues of White Dwarf from November 93 till the present. My favorites were when they would include cardstock inserts that could be game aids or terrain. Ooh, that does sound cool. TK Street Prints. It's just convenient to buy pre-mixed colors. TK Street Prints. Yeah, black, white, blue, red, yellow. Yep, that's what you need.
Mm-hmm.
That is technically all you need. Minicraft. How do you keep your paints from falling over in your tackle box? I don't keep them. I don't keep my paints in my tackle box. I actually have plastic bins. So I keep all the paint I own in 2 plastic bins. It's nice because a plastic bin is kind of a good idea. It keeps everything together. I feel like the rifling through it actually does agitate the paint and keep everything reasonably mixed up. And it's airtight, so hopefully that is keeping just a little bit more air out of my paints.
Mm-hmm.
Victor Hugo Bittencourt Silva. Vallejo are by far my favorites. I like Vallejo too.
ZWQ. Hello, everyone. Christian Kutzy.
Zenoobs.
Hello, guys.
Oh, I feel like I had a kill team question, but now I forget. What was it? Kill team, kick team. Zerg69. For example, Games Workshop sells the Space Marine Assault Interceptor Plus paint set, which has 6 basic colors to paint them as Ultramarines. That's the reason behind my question. Well, I mean, I don't know. That might be a good paint set to buy if you plan to paint Ultramarines. But, probably don't need to.
Mm-hmm. Christian Kutzy. Wait a second. Jay is starting Orcs 2 now?
I have an Orc army. Didn't everybody watch the video? Every model I've ever painted.
Apparently not.
I own probably 3,000 points of Orcs. I have painted probably 1,000 points of Orcs.
I guess everyone's just starting an Orc army.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw mine out.
Yeah.
In protest.
I mean, I hear Orcs are going to be the next Codex.
Mm-hmm.
Heard that from sources on the inside. I didn't just make it up.
Yeah. You didn't just lie.
No, definitely not.
ZNBQ. Black, white, cyan, magenta, yellow will be more saturated colors mixed with blue, red, and yellow. Then colors mixed with blue, red, and yellow. It is true.
I really should buy those hardcore miniature Mad Max themed Orcs. Just have not pulled the trigger because they're a bit expensive. And I kind of want a lot of miniatures from them because they have some great stuff. They have a Doom guy. They have a Doom Slayer. They have all the Mad Maxes. They have a Mad Max based on Mel Gibson. They have a Mad Max based on Tom Hardy. And it's pretty great.
Dr. Drokel. Is the text of my work idea not showing up in chat? You skipped directly over it twice now. Yeah, I don't see it at all.
I don't see it at all.
And I'm even in a live chat where you can like drop a few swears in there and I can see it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't see anything.
That's really odd.
JPC stream idea. J Nick paints off. Well, that'll definitely be a video idea because we definitely have plans for that.
Dr. Drokel, let me try again. Yeah, remove a few of the fucks and I think it'll be good to go.
Brian Hoffman, what would you say is the most straightforward and cheapest faction to build an army of in 40k? That is quite a question. It's definitely not orcs, because orcs are a large model count army. It might be one of the small factions, like Harlequins or Custodes or Grey Knights. I'm gonna say Grey Knights. They're old enough that a lot of their kits are still cheap-ish, and they're a low model count army, so you don't need to buy as many boxes as someone like an Orcs or a Tyranids.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm.
That'd be my guess. I mean, cheap. I don't know if you'll ever hit cheap with 40k or Games Workshop.
That is true.
The newest factions are probably ones to avoid if you want cheap, like the Sisters of Battle or Genestealer Cult or Adeptus Mechanicus, because their models are very, very new and are at the top end of the GW price structure. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Space Marines are pretty easy to get into. If you buy the Start Collecting Primaris and then the Start Collecting Vanguard attack box, I mean, that's pretty good Space Marine army right there. Necrons? Yeah, Necrons. eBay. Look up Necrons on eBay and just buy everything.
They're giving them away.
Christian could see the easy, which is wrong, is Custodes. Is it wrong because Custodes are secretly hard to collect or expensive to collect? EonsOfBattle. We were talking about epic minis last week, and I forgot to say, open your Golden Demon Award Fantasy Miniatures book, page 34, left side under the Surfing Snotling. That mad lad. I don't think I own the Golden Demon Award Fantasy Miniatures book. Sounds cool, though. Brian Hoffman. Well, there's clearly no way to stay cheap with Games Workshop. There's cheaper. Buying secondhand, buying eBay, buying from your friendly local game store for about 15% off. Some game stores are even sneaky Pete's, and they sell for a little bit better than 15%.
They're sneaking weasels.
I know Ninjan talked about it a little on one of the podcasts, but I don't think, because I think he said that they do 15% off and then 10% more off, but it's a rebate. But I don't think he actually gave him a shout out because I don't think he wanted to blow him up.
Makes sense.
Christian Kudzi, Space Marines aren't expensive for a 1,000-point army. Yeah, and it was kind of interesting. I was listening to Paint Bravely, the podcast, yesterday, and Casey from eBay Miniature Rescue was talking about like getting deals on miniatures, and he was saying like $5 was pretty good, but isn't $5 like full retail? Like Space Marines are $60 for 10, which is just a little bit more than $5 a mini. So that's like full retail, and if you buy them, friendly local game store, 15% off, you probably are right about at $5 a mini.
Yeah, $5 isn't that great.
No. Minicraft, did you see my question on how to place your paints in your tackle box? Because I skipped a few minutes ago. I did talk about it. I said, all my paint is in these big plastic totes. I have 2 of them. One tote is full of dropper bottles. The other tote is full of pots.
And not that kind.
Yeah. Cam 40K. Any plans for you guys to do a battle report or actually play a game in the videos? There's plans, but not quick, not coming up. It will happen sometime in the future. Samuel Marquette, Ave Dominus Nox. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool.
Me either.
Brian Hoffman. I went to a local store and bought just Fabius Bile and about 4 paints as a project and then spent over $90. Yep. I mean, Fabius Bile is pretty expensive, isn't he? Fabulous Bill.
Fabulous Bill.
Christian Kazee. Buy a box and then sell the half you don't want back to eBay. Joey Flores. Evening, all. Minicraft. I saw an 80,000 point army of Ultramarines at a convention. Wow.
Yeah,
some people go hard. Some people go really, really hard.
They also took out a second mortgage.
Yeah. Samuel Market. I mean, hail the Night Lords. Minicraft. Well, I gotta go for real this time. I promise. Goodbye. Dr. Trogle. Still can't see it? It's not a link. It's just regular text like this. Well, maybe try parceling it out. Try writing, for your orcs, send. You should try, send. To use this color, send. Just go little by little. Let's make this happen.
That's insane. Let me try retyping it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that'd be happening. That is very, very odd. Dr. Drokel, you could sculpt a rattle can for an orc with a free hand and airbrush silver on the mouth. It would be fun to have one shiny and chrome orc hiding in the army.
All right. It's a neat idea with the rattle can. The witness me. I wonder. So, Dr. Drokel, was that written, and then you highlighted it, copied it from somewhere, and then tried to paste it into the YouTube live chat? Because I could sort of imagine that being blocked because it sounds like ripe for spamming.
Spamming.
So did it work when you just retyped it out and then hit send? Brian Hoffman, I recently started a Conrad Kurz Primarch novel, and it's actually really good. Dr. Trickle, finally. Maybe I typed some trigger words in the text before.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to type, like, bomb the Capitol, leave no survivors.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. Good night, TK Studio Prince.
Good night.
We will miss you.
Dr. Trickle, nope, just typed it like I normally type every stupid comment I make. That is absolutely bizarre.
Mm-hmm. And they are stupid.
Dr. Trickle, yeah, it worked when I retyped it with different wording. I guess the FBI is keeping a closer watch on Dr. Drokel than the rest of us.
Yeah, and you know what that means. You know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what Dr. Drokel's up to when we're not on stream.
Adam Savage of Mythbusters fame, he has a great story about he was working for the company that was producing replicas of Star Wars props, and he was working on the thermal detonator from Return of the Jedi. And apparently, when he was finished with it, he called up his project supervisor and was like, "Hey, I finished the thermal detonator. Everything is working. All the lights are going. I'm ready to present the piece." But apparently he left that message to just a random person who immediately called the police. And so Adam Savage got a call from the FBI. And they said, "Hello, Adam Savage. We got a weird tip about you leaving a message on someone's machine. So we looked you up, and it turns out you worked on Star Wars. So here's what we think happened. You in the thing you talked about a thermal detonator. We've never heard of that, but it was from Star Wars. We looked you up. You worked on Star Wars, so we believe that you are working on a replica of a fictional explosive device from the film Star Wars. And he said yes, and they're like, well, glad that's all sorted. Have a good day.
And then he blew up the government.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to darken these brown pants, so I mixed up half and half Lamian medium and Black Templar.
Mm. Joey Flores. All right, Mod's asleep. Yeah. Now you can go wild.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want now.
Moon landings are fake. Dentists aren't real.
Dentists aren't real. Well, they're real. They're just fake. Even more fake than the moon landing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, landing on the moon, like that would ever happen. Because you know why? Because space is fake.
Mm-hmm. Did you see that they landed a new rover on Mars?
I heard. I don't know much about that. I mean, I
bet
bet they didn't. But sounds pretty cool. Does the new one have like a good camera?
I believe so, yes.
Does it have an iPhone 10?
Yeah, it does. Strap
Good.
right to the top.
It's got a direct link to Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm. Elon Musk is there.
Yeah,
He flew there.
He's riding it.
Mm-hmm. He's quite the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever else. You guys believe in the moon? No.
Seen if Q-tips $5. Dentists are real. So is the moon landing. You know what? Prove it. You can't prove it, right? Therefore, it's not real. Checkmate. Flawless logic. Do. Painting it on a doodly doo. You guys believe in the moon. Animated Raptor 5. It has a flying drone in it. That is super cool. Did anybody see that show way back in the day on Discovery Channel called Alien Planet? It was based on a book by not Dougal Dixon, by it's called Expedition by
George Lucas.
Wayne Barlow. It's based on a book called Expedition by Wayne Barlow. But in that book, we send drones to the planet Darwin 5, and the drones inflate and hover around the planet, and they have a collection of smaller drones. They have a small spider drone that walks up to hazardous plants and animals, and then they have flying disc drones that are a little bit like the cameras in football stadiums. It's a really cool show. Joy Flores. Dentists are just lizard men trying to hide amongst us and derail humanity's efforts on reaching its true evolutionary peak of gumming our food down as the whales do.
Mm-hmm.
Cam 40K.
I only watch Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
The real show.
Yes. Cam 40K. I just got some new brushes. Any tips for keeping them from getting destroyed? Well, do you have a tin of brush conditioner? A little brush conditioner will help Keep your paints nice. Also,
Brushes.
your brushes. Also, clean your paint water often, because eventually your paint water will just become paint, and then you're cleaning your brushes and paint.
That makes sense.
Dr. Jokel. Adam Savage should have told the FBI guy, what's Star Wars? 50,000 credits or I blow up the throne room. Yeah, I bet the FBI would have loved that.
No idea what Star Wars is.
Brian Hoffman. I actually have a super custom Angron commission I got done years back, and I'm hoping to save up and get a super crazy commission paint job done on it someday soon, hopefully. Rhaegar, Baba Booey.
Yep.
Christian Kudzi, I got my Kingdom Death High Holy Mage Mini in the mail finally. Pretty stoked to come up with a scheme and whatnot. What is Kingdom Death? I want to... Heath over at Murder Time in the Hobby Basement, he's been working on that all month, or all of last month, and I still have no idea what it is. So what is Kingdom Death? Specker313. Dentists are just teeth fetishists.
Yes. That's been established.
Yeah. I mean, has anybody seen a Little Shop of Horrors?
Exactly. Good old that. They should reboot that, since they're rebooting everything else.
Hamburgers. Kingdom Death are all thick anime girls. Ah, so that's what it is.
That's right up our alley.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Jokel, one of the best things you can do for your brushes is to keep the paint as close to the tip as possible. The closer the paint gets to the metal furl, the closer they are to being ruined. Yeah, that's true. You don't want to completely load the entire brush with paint. You only want paint in probably the last half of the bristles. Epic fail guy. Hey mate, just wanted you to know that I've been too scared to start painting, but watching your content has helped build my confidence. Thanks, bro. Aw.
Yeah.
We glad we could help.
It was an amazing moment that you just ruined.
Ruined. I think I made that.
That's true. But yeah, that's good. Nobody should be afraid to paint.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you know what? Paint, you can always just paint over it. ZNBQ Kingdom Death is an extremely high-end board game with lots of limited edition minis. Joy Flores. I regret not demoing Kingdom Death in 2019 Gen Con. It looked interesting. Well, we can all demo it in Gen Con 2023.
Exactly.
Rhaegar. Did somebody say thick anime girls? Rhaegar is interested. ZNBQ. Indeed, the Kingdom Death aesthetic is biddy heavy. Is it?
Oh.
I didn't notice that at all. Maybe Keith wasn't playing the biddy faction.
I mean, why? Why wouldn't you? I mean, that's obviously best.
Christian Kudzi. The ones I got were actually pretty tame. Christian Kudzi. I just like the aesthetics for my wizard mini. Christian Kudzi. Does your wizard have tig old biddies? Whatever else. Paint bravely.
Yeah.
That's a really good name for a podcast.
It would be.
Christian Kudzi. Limbo Division 209 has the real thick girls.
Right? Screenshotted.
Yep.
Yep, we're gonna be doing all of those kinds of miniatures on the Patreon.
Yeah.
All the thick girl models on the Patreon.
XenobQ. It has 3 aesthetics: biddies, horrible body horror monsters, and soul like knights. Like Dark
want
Souls
all 3.
knights.
All combined into one faction.
Whatever else. Seen the Kingdom Death monster enemy designs? They are so bizarre, disturbing, and incredibly detailed. The Kingdom Death starter is on sale for $300.
Oh my goodness. It's a little much.
Xenobuku. Yes, Dark Souls. I knew what you meant, Xenoobs.
$300 buccarinos.
I mean, you know, if it's got good enough biddies.
I mean, that's mostly what STLs are.
That's true.
I would say 60% of all STLs are busty ladies.
Does anyone know why my big titty Harley Quinn isn't printing?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It looks like the supports aren't working for her breasts. Does anyone know why?
And then, you know, it's half and then half the comments are people trying to help, and the other half are like, STL, please?
Yep. Literally nailed it. That's exactly what the conversations are like.
Yeah, mine has a strange arm for sure and is holding an Ankh. A-N-K-H. I feel like, isn't there a thing in Terraria called the A-N-K-H of the wind? Is that like a magical stone or something?
I don't know.
And...
I'm not so off my Terraria lore, I guess.
Ah.
All I know is Moonlord.
Epic fail guy. Big anime tibbies. Christian Kitsy. They still aren't much more than character models for $40K. Christian Kitsy. I paid $27 for mine. Yeah, that's kind of cheap for a single character. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's right around like the mid
Going
to high.
prices.
Yeah.
Kino Kinones, those orcs have healthier skin than me.
Christian Kitsy. No, an Ankh is a religious symbol. Ankh is a religious symbol for the ancient world. From Egypt, whatever else says. Power search. Kingdom Death reminds me of Dragon Crown. Here we go. Brett S. Pronounced. Wait. How does that pronunciation help? Pronounced A-N-A-H-N-K. Oh, wait. Okay, now I get it. A-H-N-K. Ankh. Okay. For a second, I thought you just typed it again.
Yeah.
But all caps. Ankh. Ankh. Is the Egyptian hieroglyph of life. Looks like a cross at the top, but is circular. Whatever else. Power surge. Pretty much, especially if it says pin up in the file. Whatever else. Ankh. So, Ankh.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think I got it.
We are learned.
There's a great bit on the Cyanide and Happiness show where one of the news anchor character has a show called I Think I Got This, where he reads an article and then gets an expert to come in, and then he just talks over the expert, saying, "I think I got this."
Oh, they're so silly.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was in high school, I read every single one up until that point. Like I went all the way back to the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and on the toilet and stuff, I would read them.
Everyone's still trying to correct me. Unk. How wrong could I possibly be?
Super wrong.
It represents life, pronounced life. Thanks, Dr. Drokel.
Good old reading.
El Rondorio. The Unk was an important symbol of the old Ultima series of games from Origin Systems. Julia Finley, feelings on one thick paint layer. Probably not.
Ooh.
Although sometimes you put on a thick layer if you're gonna do a little wet blendage, so that you can blend in between your layers. Usually, though, you wanna kind of keep it nice and thin.
Wait, you're supposed to paint with paint?
Whatever else. Still remember the secret OP dagger in the chimney on the first town in Ultima 7. Power Surge. I want 3D printer. I am in no rush. Should I wait for Black Friday, or is there any other sales going on?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when the deals are happening. I know you can get a good deal on like last gen 3D printers if you're willing to wait for the new ones to come out. And those ones are usually at least $100 off or so.
They have that nice 4K display though.
The new ones?
Or no, the last gen ones.
The last gen ones are 2K.
2K. Oh, so they're not even 3K.
Yeah, but the newest ones are 8K.
TK's 3D prints.
3D prints is someone that moderates our chat, except not now.
Julie Finley, will this be on YouTube later? Yes, but not on the channel page. It'll be on the
on the channel page. Yeah, if you go to our channel page, you'll see our playlists, and there'll be one that's called All Streams.
Yeah, and in there you'll find all the streams.
Mm-hmm.
But live is where it's at.
That's true. Yeah, because it has if you go to our main channel, it has our uploads, and then our popular uploads, and then all live streams. And you can watch all the old ones.
Mm-hmm.
You can watch the first ones where it looked bad.
Dr. Drokel. I get it, I got it. I know your damn words. 20 minutes later. Klaatu barada nam nam. Klaatu barada niktu. That's from Nick. Do you know where that's from?
The Day of the Earth Stood Still.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Keanu Reeves version.
Exactly. I've seen both those versions, and one of them is the good one.
Yeah.
The Keanu Reeves one.
Yes. Yeah, I think in the Keanu Reeves version, the robot spits out a bunch of nano robots that almost cause the destruction of the planet Earth. In the old version, he just leaves.
Yeah.
Julie Finley, do you like Star Wars? If so, clones or stormtroopers? Ooh, that's hard. I think the Star Wars, the Clone Wars is the best Star Wars that's ever Star Wars. So I think I gotta give it to the clones. But personally, I think the stormtroopers are cooler. But the clones are so cool. Stormtroopers. I'm going to go stormtroopers because Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm. Darth Vader's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we may have a mini on the way.
That's true. What if I can get Darth Vader on the dewback?
That would be amazing. That would be pretty good. Good old the dewback.
Mm-hmm.
Good old
dewback.
Mike. What a nice mic.
Mm-hmm.
From listening to Paint Dry with Mike and Dan.
Download for bad remake of sci-fi classics propaganda.
That's true. Everybody downvote it. Downvote the stream.
Dr. Trickle. Well, as I type it, it's for Army of Darkness, but I forgot you haven't seen it. I have not seen Army of Darkness yet. Yet! I will watch it one day.
That's what I always say, is to have people to stop bothering me.
Mm-hmm. Julie Finley. Totally agree. The Clone Wars is awesome. Aquino Quinona. Stormtroopers are great bad guys with innovative designs that is totally subtle and has no real-world context.
Exactly.
That's very true, Kino.
You got that right.
Cam 40K. OG Clone Wars was awesome. The 5-minute episode series, but better than Mandalorian. It's comparing some very different things. I do like the little 5-minute vignettes that were on Cartoon Network. I think the animated Clone Wars, the 3D animated Clone Wars, was the best Star Wars has ever been. I don't know if Mandalorian has topped it yet. I don't know if that's a hot take, but holy moly, the Clone Wars is good. And the Clone Wars is like 7 seasons long. So, 7 seasons long of good content. So it's gonna take a little while for the Mandalorian to catch up.
You also haven't seen the second season, right?
I also have not seen the second season of Mandalorian.
So, I mean, that second season could change your whole life.
It could. Dr. Trickle, put Sheev on the dewback with his robe hiked up. No, he'd ride side saddle like a proper lady. With his robes hiked up and those old-timey men's socks garters on his shins. I mean, how else are you going to keep your pantaloons up?
Your pantaloons.
Julie Finley, love watching smaller live streams because it's easier and more fun to talk to the streamers. Ah, yeah. I mean, one day we'll have 1 million people watching every stream.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk to none of them.
Yeah.
But we'll be here every
You're
night from 9 to 10.
We'll be like, yeah, remember when we got our first Porsches? That was wild. That's what we'll talk about.
Yeah, well, I got the Porsche. You got the Tesla.
Yeah. I got the Roadster. I got number 1 because I know Elon because he watches the streams now. Exactly. I just moved mansions. Yeah, I mean, we would have so many things to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Aquino Quinones. Has anyone played Legion? Love the IP, but does not know if it's worth dropping a couple hundred on. I mean, Legion looks like fun. I'm sure I'll play it eventually. I have a dewback rider on the way, so it'll definitely happen one day. It looks like fun, though. I know. Some friends of mine play Legion, so I guess I could ask them. Zenubiki, hot take: Tartakovsky's Clone Wars had really good moments, but wasn't as good as Filoni's Clone Wars overall. I almost don't want to rank one over the other. They're similar, but they're so different. I mean, one of them is basically a 2-hour movie, and the other one is a 7-series show. I think they're both 100% worth watching. And one can be watched on YouTube like right now. So everybody, after the stream's done, after the stream, go watch it. This fool 89. What is a good starter set of paints to buy that won't break the bank? If you want something that won't break the bank, you want some Army Painter paints. I'm sure Army Painter has a getting started, and I would also look at Army Painter's wash paints, which are very good. Probably some of the best out there, really, and some of the cheaper ones out there.
Whatever else, and Joy Flores agree with you.
EonsOfBattle. That's small time. Look at getting a Rolls Royce.
Oh my gosh. Probably, yeah. We'll both share a used one from like way back when. I'm sure those are nice now.
Dr. Drokel putting us in our place. Live streamer, smaller live stream is the polite way of saying you guys are not popular. Christian Kitsy, what clan of orcs are these, Jay? The green kind.
Nailed it.
Joey Flores, Army Painter and their washes, or Vallejo paint set with the Army Painter washes. Yeah, Army Painter has great washes. Aquino Quinones, real hot take. Darth Maul was a good addition to the Solo movie. I liked it. I liked seeing Darthy. Wonder how Kira met Darth Maul and became one of his disciples. Alejandro, the Army Painter set is much more expensive than the basic starter sets. The basic starter Army Painter set? I mean, they probably have a number of different options at different price points and different numbers of paints. Best paint brand, so far people say Vallejo. I would say that Vallejo probably is the best paint brand. They have the best colors. Most of their colors are very, very good. They have a lot of really interesting technical paints. Their washes suck.
Yep.
But overall, and I mean, Vallejo just has 10 times the colors of any other paint line. So it's almost hard for them to lose.
That's true.
I think all we know for sure is it's not Games Workshop.
Oh yeah.
If we can be sure of anything in this life, it's that Games Workshop is not the best bang for your buck.
I think that's the golden rule, right?
Christian Kudzi, P3 paints are better than Army Painter paints. Yes. Agreed. I think they're a bit more expensive, though.
Exactly.
Vallejo has an excellent metal set for $25. Ooh. I might need
American.
I might need to get some of that. Dr. Drokel, instead of offering prepackaged paint sets, companies should offer pick 10, pick 20, or however many they offer in their sets for the same price. That does sound super awesome for the consumer. I wonder if that's tricky to juggle for the company.
Yes. That's my bet.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to pay people to do that.
Yeah, and then, you run out of some colors, you don't run out of others.
Mm-hmm. Right, and the goal is to always make people buy another paint set eventually.
Yeah. But there's an army painter. Army painter has a 10 paint basic set for $23 on Amazon. That is a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Julie Finley. What clan are these orcs? These are from the clan Wog. ZNBQ. I think Reaper lets you do that. It's been a while since I've bought any of their paints, though. Well, on that note, folks, I made a valiant attempt on the pants, but I think it's going to take another day.
Mm-hmm.
Another day of highlighting and shading, but it'll get there.
They'll get there indeed. All right, so we'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central.
Yeah, same bat time and same bat place.
Exactly. And we have a new video out tomorrow.
Yes, we do. It's a good one.
So watch it.
Yes. Yeah, it's actually required. If you watch it 10 times, you actually unlock the ability to get onto the next live stream.
Exactly.
Don't test that. Just watch the video.
That many times.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
End.